Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are out on the trap line today. It is a beautiful day, but man, is it humid. And it's pretty warm. It's not too hot, but it's pretty humid. We had a bunch of rain the last several days. And we got a small chance of rain throughout the day today, so it's going to stay pretty overcast. So it shouldn't be too hot. It's just going to be humid. But we're out here on the trap line trying to get it squared away on this property. So it's going to be a slow motion kind of day. If y'all been following at all, y'all know on this property, our catches have went way down. Just the summertime heat, I guess, and then springtime when everything was growing, you had plentiful food everywhere. It's just catch has been way down, and this is the first summer that I've done any trapping, so this may be normal, maybe something unique to this property, or I may be doing something wrong. I don't know, but things have definitely slowed down as far as trapping critters goes. The beaver stuff, that hasn't seemed to been affected by it whenever I have been on beaver trapping jobs. Y'all look at this right here real quick. How about that? I couldn't tell what those were, but it was probably the same 2 or 3 times that I see over here on this side of the property. So that's probably what they were. See, it was just 3 times I was seeing pretty regular on this side of the property, and then earlier this week it turned into 3 toms and 3 jakes. So that's probably that group right there. But let's see here, what was I saying? Trapping. Yeah, trapping numbers went down. The beaver catches, they stayed up pretty high while I was trapping beavers. So I don't know if they go down or not. The one property I am trapping beavers on, the culvert job, we haven't seen no beavers over there in forever. I'm really curious if all this rain that we've had is going to make them more active and bring them back over there. We know it brought the otters over there. Y'all saw that. Well, I didn't have the video. I didn't show the video of the otters going through. Y'all just know that I caught an otter, but it was from what I saw on camera, a family of 4, group of 4 coming through there. And I haven't seen them again, so maybe they were just passing through. Who knows? Who knows? But we're gonna move on through here. We're gonna check traps, and like I said, we have had a bunch of rain, so now I'm able to take advantage of all the mud and the sand and kind of get another idea or perspective on what's moving through here. And a bunch of deer, and obviously some turkeys. Oh me, but what do we have going on besides this? A lot of y'all know that this is my main job, and it's hard to say it's my main job anymore because I'm so busy with the other stuff. But the property manager here, my boss, he lets me take off pretty frequently during the week. So some weeks I'll have 3 days out here, or 4 days. And then some weeks when things slow down, I'm able to work a full week out here. So very convenient, very convenient. But what do I have going on besides this? We still have the trailer rented out. It's actually rented out right now. I was going to show that yesterday, me dropping off the trailer, but I got busy and honestly forgot to make a video about dropping the trailer off. But we did get the trailer dropped off, and it was for 3 days. So we dropped the trailer off for 3 days. Oh man. And we will be picking it up on Saturday, I believe. We're gonna get a little scoop of fish feed right here. We're not gonna put the whole thing in there. I just like to scoop it up with that. And believe it or not, we're just gonna put a little bit, some drops down there, not a lot. Just sprinkle some in there and that'll be enough. Look how they got that mudded down. All the deer coming to this feeder right here. And believe it or not, you would think, and my initial thoughts were having the trap right next to the feeder, you wouldn't have a bunch of catches because they would just grab the corn and the deer feed out of that. But that fishy floating fish bait, they come to it pretty good. And I catch a pretty good bit of raccoons and possums on it during the cold months. Like I said, it has slowed down a lot. And that's what's led me to trying these different baits and stuff. Y'all seen me, I haven't seen too much of it because it hasn't worked that well. But for the last several months, I've been trying an artificial bait, 2 different kinds in the DPs, the Duke DPs, Duke Dog Proofs. They'll sit down in the bottom of the cylinder, and one style will slide onto the trigger itself. And I've got 2 different flavors out. They're crawfish, one, which raccoons love crawfish, so I was really expecting that to do real good. And then the other one's grape scented, so we know that raccoons have a sweet tooth. But I was really expecting them to do really well. I wanted them to do really well, and it just hasn't turned out that way. I wanted them to work because it would save time after several days of heavy rain. That bait turns into just a mushy mess inside these DPs, and it just gets nasty. Saves time on cleaning those up. And the second thing is ants. Fire ants are so bad around here that if you put a marshmallow or and even this fish bait, ants are gonna get in it like crazy. So I was really hoping that the artificial bait would work out better, but it hasn't. I think I've caught maybe four or 5 critters off of it. And it was just raccoons and possums. I've caught a bunch of armadillos since it's gotten hot. Bunch. Probably close to 6 or 7 of them just within the last month and a half. Pretty good bit of armadillos, which I thought was an interesting turn. I didn't expect that with the same bait. So that's pretty cool. Oh, how about that? We got us a customer. Got us a customer right there. Got us a little possum. Couldn't have timed that any better if I tried. And he ain't been here too long. That's pretty cool. So we're going to get him taken care of, and then we'll move on to the next. The nest raider control on this property is just part of the stuff that we do to give turkeys and quail a fighting chance, you know. And that's the goal of this property owner, is to increase the turkey and quail populations, specifically the quail, because the quail populations have went down so much over the last several years, and there's several reasons, but predation is a factor to that. So that's just part of the things that we do here. So I'll get him taken care of, and then we'll keep on going down the road. All right, got him taken care of. Oh, I'm gonna put a little more fish feed in there in our bunch, just a little bit, and wait for the next. So, like I was saying, we got the trailer out right now. It's gonna be out for 3 days. And unfortunately, I had somebody call me today, just about an hour ago, wanting the trailer again. Or, yeah, it was a contractor that uses me. and he wanted the trailer today, and I could not rent it to him. Let me look at something real quick. Could not rent it to him because another customer had it, which is a bummer. You know, you don't want to miss rentals like that. And I think this is the second or third time that I've missed a rental. So if that continues to happen, that would be a reason, you know, to man, had a bug slap me in the hand, thought it was a bee. That would be a reason to get another trailer. But I don't want to jump the gun or anything like that, so we'll see. Let's see here. As far as trailer news goes, looking at this this mud for tracks, guys. That's all I'm doing. Got a turkey track, which we just saw turkeys leaving this field, and they over there on that side, but they would use this cut through too. But really what we're interested in is bobcats and coyotes. And bobcats right now are out of season in Alabama, so we couldn't trap them, at least not on purpose. It happens, but at least not on purpose until trapping season comes along. But we could go ahead and scout around and just to see where there's a bunch of them at. But mainly right now we are looking for coyote tracks and just anything else that stands out, really. But back to the trailer. I didn't see any tracks other than a bunch of deer. The trailer stuff, I have some good news about the trailer, and I don't want to share it prematurely until I probably won't share it until I'm actually on the job. But we got some really good news about the trailer, and hopefully it will see a lot more use, which would be really great. And whenever we have some confirmation on that, more confirmation, I guess, I'll share that, and that'll be pretty cool, and that'll give me more YouTube content, you know. And let's see here. Right now I have 3 contractors that use my trailer, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, I've only started renting this thing out a few months ago, and it's just been a blessing, just a blessing that it's gotten so busy. So as far as stumps go, I do not, like, I have two jobs that I can go do for stumps, but they're not pressing at the moment. So that's it. That's kind of like in the back of my mind compared to everything else I got going on. So it's the trailer, stump grinder. Let me see here. The tractor. Y'all haven't seen any videos of me using my tractor. Y'all seen some videos of me using the tractor that's on this property, and there's another property that I'll work on that has a tractor. But y'all haven't seen me use my little Bobcat tractor, and I bought it when I bought my trailer back in September, and I've really only used it twice, 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 jobs, something like that. And I'm really contemplating selling my little Bobcat tractor, just because, when it's not making me a bunch of money, and that's the only thing that my business has a payment on. So if I'm not making no money on it and it's costing me money, it just kind of makes sense to try and sell it, you know. So we'll see how that works out, but that's also in the plans. See here, current jobs. Culvert job is still going. Like I said a while ago, I'm really curious how the rain, all this rain that we've got, is going to affect the culvert and that hog wire that we've got over there. Not sure how that's going to go. Still no signs of any beavers on my cameras. So it's really a good thing. I know my customer's happy about that. We've caught 4 beavers off that property total. I have some other people want me to come trap beavers, but I've told them that I'm not going to do it until winter time. And that's pretty much it. So unless the trailer stuff picks up more, which looks like it is, and the stump grinding, if that picks up, y'all are going to start seeing more videos of this property out here. And that's kind of how I started, was showing properties out here every other day, you know. And this Johnson grass and stuff, it grows so fast. My goodness. And you can barely tell that I even come through here. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yakking and we're gonna move on down the trail. And if I catch anything else, I'll bring y'all back for that. Hey y'all, I was riding along here on this trap line. And I saw a track here that I wanted to point out, and I backed up. I made it about right there, saw it and backed up just to double check it. But you can barely see it. But right there is a coyote track. And that's just a couple of days old. But that's what we're looking for right there. So it's no news, nothing new that we're learning here. We know there's coyotes coming through here because we have so many of them on camera. But I don't have cameras all over this property. Not enough, really. Not enough cameras for the size property this is. So any extra sign that I find, or any extra sign that you find on properties that you're trapping, I mean, that counts, you know, because that just helps you pattern these animals even more. And I was kind of expecting to see more with the amount of rain we had and there being like so much mud everywhere. I was expecting to see more tracks, but that's actually the first one I've seen today. And surprised to see that actually. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah. Right there. Yep. Right out there. Walking. And there's a big ditch right here that goes out that way. Let's see here, got a little food plot right here. But just a big stand of open pines right here. Like I said, we knew there was coyotes over here, but we don't have cameras everywhere on this property. So it's good to get a track just so you can log that away and know, hey, I've seen sign here before. And yeah, you're just increasing your knowledge of the property that you're on, right? And these guys that come on this property or come on properties and trap it without ever being there, and they're there for like 2 weeks or something like that, or however long their trapping term is, and they come away with coyotes, man, I got so much respect for them guys, because that is showing some skill when you can just come on a brand new property and be like, I know coyotes are going to be coming through here. You put a trap there and you get one within a couple of days, man, that's top notch. I ain't there yet, not at all. So we're about to be in August, and I've caught 2 coyotes on this property since, well, ever. Let's see here. I started trapping coyotes on this property somewhere around March, maybe, when I started using like baits and stuff and lures. don't want no spiders. I don't like spiders, guys. Here. Don't laugh at me. But these guys that come in here and they trap like that and they put up results, that's awesome. Because I've been on this property for months and I've only caught 2. So summer trapping's hard, man. Summer trapping is hard, just from what I've learned myself, and covered in spider webs. From what I've learned myself and from what other people have told me, the taste buds or whatever, their cravings for coyotes change, and their movements change. They're not traveling very far, so just everything changes, and I'm still learning. And speaking of learning, got an opportunity coming up to where I will be able to go with a professional, he does it for a living, trapper, to hopefully show me the ropes on some beaver trapping, and go on a couple of predator trapping jobs with him. And this guy does it for a living. He's from South Alabama, so it's going to be a great opportunity for me to be able to get hands-on training pretty much. I mean, so far all I've been able to do is talk with people on the phone, which has been a big help, and watch YouTube, which has been a big help, but that still don't equal hands-on training, right? And Lord willing, maybe this guy that I'm going trapping with, I think he's going to be willing to come back to this property right here and show me how he would trap this specific property. So that's an awesome opportunity, not only for me but for this property, and I'm excited about that. But anyway, we're going to head on down the trail and see what else we can catch. Oh man, I wanted to show y'all another set. We're on down the road a little bit, but I don't know if you can make it out or not, but that right there, the coyote track. Let's see if we can find another one. Let me see. Oh, yep. Right there. And got a patch of hardwoods right here. Fence and pasture to our right. And again, just making mental notes of parts of the property that they're using, because we don't have enough cameras to monitor every part. So you still have to come out here and find the sign. Trapping on signs, number 1. Gotta trap on signs. We're gonna move on down the trail. All right, y'all, we are finishing up the trap line today. We only got a little bit more. I had to stop and weed eat some spots, so that's why I got the weed eater with me. That's why I got grass all over me. But there's still a couple of more traps that I want to check before I leave today. So we're gonna come down here to the creek, across the creek, and go check some traps. And we're gonna see if there's a snake down here. I see snakes pretty often on this creek, so it wouldn't surprise me if I did. We're just gonna ease down. Oh, right there. I saw that. So that is a water moccasin right there. Make sure I don't have one on the other side of me. Let's see if we can get a video of him before he runs off. Make sure I ain't got one over here anywhere. So we'll see him over here a bunch too. And I know people say that water moccasins aren't, they'll run away if you give them a chance. Well, in my experience, they don't run off too fast. They hang out. And I've gotten pretty close to them before. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to spot him. So I actually see him in there. And this, that's another one that was over here, but I popped him yesterday. So we're gonna see. There he goes right there. So he's gonna go on up into this thick grass here. And that's the one that I got yesterday, the fat joker. And my thing is, guys, they wouldn't bother me near as bad if they would move on, you know. You see, I mean, I could have shot him. I could have brought the rifle over here and shot him. But if they would move on, I wouldn't have a problem with them, you know. But in my experience, they come back to the same spot every time. And there's a chance at some point you may not see him, you know. This one that I shot yesterday, I saw him 3 days in a row right here. And the second day I saw him, I ran over him. I mean, my feet are right here next to the ground, right? So if there's a water moccasin I don't see, let me show you over here. Let me show you, got a good example over here. Creek ain't up too bad. So you see how high these banks are right here? See how high that is? So if there's a big, I mean, that is right there next to my knee and my leg. If there was a snake there and it didn't want to move and it just felt like it, maybe it wouldn't happen. I don't know. But like I said, in my experience, water moccasins around here, well, not just around here, just in my experience, they don't run off all the time. They'll just sit there and let you get as close as ever. And then some days they'll run off, you know. But that very next day, they're gonna be right back here. And I just ain't gonna take a chance in it. I know that people fuss at you for killing snakes, you know. And like I said, I don't kill every single one. I could have killed that one, you know. But if they're gonna be in the same spot every single time, there's gonna be one time that you ain't gonna see it. You know, you're not gonna see it every single time, and you just playing with a chance to get bit. I don't want to get bit. I'm way out here. You heard the expression of the back 40, being in the back 40. Well, try being in the back 1,000. You know, I'm way back here. Right now, my phone don't even have signal, right? So I'm way back here in the middle of nowhere. And then I'm gonna stop and show y'all something real quick. And then even the property, you know, is in the middle of nowhere in this county. So there you go. If I see a snake multiple times in the same spot, if it's a poisonous snake. Now, if it's a non-poisonous, I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's fine. That's great. Anyway, that's enough talk about snakes. We were looking earlier for tracks. So I started seeing them back here. Let me see if I can get out of the shadow here. You got coyote tracks. And then you got another set of tracks coming back this way. Coyote tracks. More tracks coming back this way. Coyote tracks. Coyote tracks. But I'm fairly certain. So you got coyote tracks. You got claws and everything. I'm in the shadow, or my shadow's in the way. You got coyote tracks right here. Y'all can see the claws, and y'all see how long that is. That one right there is very round compared to how long and narrow that is. That right there may be a bobcat. pretty certain that that one's a bobcat going this way, and the ones with these claws coming back this way, that's a coyote. See, there's another good set. Right there is very round. So I'm thinking that'd be a bobcat. See, more coyote tracks. And I have seen coyotes over here. I don't have a camera on this road right here, but I've spooked coyotes several times on this road. So they in here. Anyways, man, this video is gonna end up being almost 30 minutes long. But I'm only caught one possum today, and it's hard to tell if I'll catch anything else. I got a few more traps I'm gonna check, but it's just hard to know if I'm gonna catch something else. Because, like I said earlier, in this warm weather, catches are just down. I don't know what to expect, but if I catch anything, I may bring y'all back. But if not, I will catch y'all on the next one. In the next couple of days, we gotta go pick up the trailer and get it somewhere else, and I'll just see y'all when I see y'all. So y'all be good.